happened to the original video that I was going to stitch with this? For some reason I can't stitch it, but we got to talk about it. A lot of people have been asking me my opinion because some reason you guys value my opinion. I appreciate that. But again, I'm no God, I'm no saint, and I don't know everything, but I tend to think about things on facts and not feelings. I know a lot of people are not used to women using their brains and not using their emotions to make decisions, but I'm one of the few women that uses my brain, and I get emotional, but I don't let my emotions dictate my actions. Now we're going to talk about this whole, I guess Tyler Perry said basically that black women, it is okay to date somebody or marry someone who is financially lesser than you. It is okay to front the mortgage while he pays a light bill. It is okay to take him out on dates and basically be the financial breadwinner of your household. This is what Tyler Perry said, and it got a lot of women in an uproar, some men in an uproar, but mostly women, and I'm just going to give you my take on it. First and foremost, a relationship, but man, we're going to talk about marriage. We're talking about marriage. It's based on what you believe in. So if you're a Christian like myself, I believe in a man being provider and a woman being the support. So in my marriage, I cannot marry someone that I am financially obligated to and supporting and allowing myself to be the breadwinner, but he's also the head of my household. Now, don't get me wrong. Money does not make you the head of the household, but naturally a man that's ready for marriage is ready to be a provider. If he is not ready to provide, he is not ready for marriage. Now, again, that does not mean he's not a good marriage candidate. It's just that he got some work to do. It's almost the same with women. You may be ready to settle down, have one dick in your life, whatever the case may be. You want to love on one man, but you harbor a lot of resentment. You don't know how to allow your man to lead. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how to allow your presence to be soft. You don't know how to operate in your femininity. And as a Christian, in Christian marriage, not saying that women don't have a voice, but we have a voice, but there is order in our marriage. There is an order. There is God, man, wife, children. And not to say that the man is more important. We're going to talk about that later because y'all be getting in a frenzy when I be saying this type of stuff. Not to say that the man is more important, but there is an order. The woman is meant to support. We came from the rib of that man. Okay, so if I'm your rib, I cannot be the financial breadwinner. That's just something that that disorientates the order that God wants us to have. But a lot of people would disagree with this mindset, this thought process, because a lot of people aren't Christian, or a lot of people just say, oh, go with the flow, go with the flow. But as you can see, we've been going with the flow for the last 50, 60 years, and we are more miserable than ever. All I'm saying is it's kind of weird for the created to tell the creator what we gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why a lot of people are unhappy, and you get all these suggestions of what we should do. It's like the blind leading the blind when God has already set the order. Not saying that you can't be married, not saying you can't be a wife, not saying that you can't be a husband. It's just that you have to get yourself in position to do that. It's almost like saying you can't be a doctor. Well, why can't I be a doctor? Because I have not went to school. So you telling me if I go to school, get my education, then I can become a doctor? Yes, you are now qualified to be a doctor. A lot of y'all aren't qualified. You are hoping, wishing, dreaming, wanting, yearning to be something, but you're not putting your efforts into what you're saying you want to do. You're not qualified to be a husband. You're not qualified to be a wife. And if you are not a provider, you are not qualified to be my husband, because you're going to force me to operate in my masculine energy, which is draining for me because I'm a natural feminine woman. That's all I'm saying. And same thing with men. If you have a woman at home that doesn't want to cook or clean. Not to say men can't do those things, but again, the natural order of things is a woman to support that man. If you got a woman that doesn't want to support you, then now you're having to tap into your feminine energy, because your woman is not doing that for you. And not saying she's not a good woman, not saying you're not a good man, it's just that you are not qualified for this position. It's real funny how we can put those two things together in our heads when it comes to everything else. But when it comes to relationships, it's just like, oh, do what you want to do. When it comes to serving God, do whatever you want to do. But when it comes down to getting your face beat, then you want references, you want pictures, you want documentation, you want all type of accreditations. You want to see those people's references. You want to see what qualifies them to beat your face, to make you look good on your wedding day, to make you look good at the club, to make you look good going out with your friends. But we no longer review the references when it comes to our marriages. We neglect the references when it comes to our relationship with God. Now all of a sudden it's do what you want to do. It puts things in perspective if you think about it. It's do what you want to do for the most important relationship you're going to have is with God. It's do whatever you want to do when it comes to the most hardest decision you're going to make in your life, becoming a wife, becoming a husband. It's do whatever you want, do what you feel. And that's why people are so miserable. I know I'm going to get a lot of slack. I really don't care, because you know what? I'm not miserable. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of people on here that just want to pacify what they're doing. Nobody wants to hear the truth. Everybody wants to be soothed. Oh, it's okay. Sometimes it's not okay. Okay? Sometimes what you're doing is bullshit, okay? And again, I'm not the content creator that's just going to pacify anybody's bullshit or whatever. It's time for people to start recognizing that there is an order in things. And again, order may not be that important to you if you're just a go with the flow, YOLO type person. But every day I'm trying to find ways to improve my relationship with Jehovah. Improve my relationship with God. And in order for me to do that, I'm going to have to step outside of me. I'm going to have to get over myself to get under God. And if you're a person like me, if you are constantly trying to remake yourself, redo yourself, then this going to make some sense to you. But if you're not, it ain't going to make sense to you.